So we'll look before how you can save your work. But of course, when you perform, you have a very complex scenery. You maybe take days and days just to create a nice work. So you want to load it, this work for you. And doing this, you can go in a file. And right here, you can have it open. And you can also notice below, you have the reason in previous versions. So if you have it after save, you can go in previous versions. But you also can open your recent images, or you can go and navigate. So we'll go click open. And right here, we have some preview from some other examples. You can also go to the samples and preload it sample work from the Eon, see how they created. Just some of the beautiful and the best way to learn sometimes to analyze how they work. You notice right here you have additional tabs. You can create your own category if you want it. But what I want to do is just use it, browse my file. So I'm going right there, and we'll just going and select, for example, this image. We'll go open, and this is different sceneries. Sometimes if you open an old image, like right here, we'll just click yes on all of them. It's a little bit created an older version of the view. Of course, view will be adapted and change some settings to work with the new system. But overall, you notice right here, it's take the file and it will start loading in your scenery. Okay, so after loading, you can notice right here we have our preset. Nice things to preload your work, you can continue working. So you can have working on multiple files and just switch between how you work. So here is example, the file that I created some time ago with my lighting, with preset and plants. And this is take some time, a little bit hours to create the scenery that in a way I want to see it. So for me, it is work to save my work. And when I wanted to come back and maybe work more, or even going and change the camera. So for example, if I render before and come back after some days and says, hey, you know what, it's too far away, I actually want move my camera and positioning a little bit different way, readjusting. So I can do this way. Again, if you modify something and you want to save your work, one thing I recommend, if I click save right now, it will override my file. So it's actually will change my camera. So if I want to come back to my previous scenery, I cannot because it will override. Remember, I will recommend for you in this case, just click and save as different revision. So in this case, you know, you modified something. But other ways, you also can modify, for example, in this case, just only camera. We can always just create additional camera and position here there. On this case, we can save as in same place. But overall, this is what I want to show you. It just when you create your file, you can have it in multiple ways. You can load it and continue working on your scenery. So you can do from your recent files, and right here you have a different list of them. You can have it previous versions, and notice right here, because it's after save is enabled, it's kind of already start creating for me those versions as I'm working alone. Okay. Also, we can go inside the open, and from open file, I can go and select all these different files from the samples or from my personal ones or other areas. I can preload it these files as well. I can go and manually browse through all history of my files, my work folders, and loading the scenery from there. They also allowed you to load it from the network. So for example, you have a scenery file that is multiple people working. You can share on a network drive and open, preload it, for example, set up lighting and give it to other people so they can modify, for example, plans or other areas. So you can work as collaborations or in any file and allow you to load it and save this as well.